So just a few months ago, I rewatched the entirety of the Justice League and Justice League Unlimited animated series, and I thought to myself, boy, it'd be really awesome if we got a brand new show and/or movie within the same continuity. My prayers have been answered. Justice League versus the Fatal Five. So Justice League versus the Fatal Five is the brand new animated Justice League movie brought to you by Bruce Timm, the guy who did, well, all of our fan favorites growing up. Batman the Animated Series, Superman the Animated Series, Batman Beyond, Justice League, you name it, this guy was one of the masterminds behind all of those excellent shows. And at last he returns to this universe to give us this new Justice League versus the Fatal Five movie, which upon looking at all of the Bruce Timm animated series designs from Superman, Batman, I was all on board. Like, there's even elements and segments in this movie that are just so reminiscent and nostalgic. Like the first time you see Superman, you get sort of an electronic synth version of the Superman animated series theme song, as well as one for the Justice League Unlimited animated series theme. But despite the title of this movie, kind of similar to the Justice League Flashpoint Paradox, Justice League is sort of in the background of this film, whereas the majority of this movie has sort of a kind of a dual protagonist story going on, one being with Starboy from the Legion of Superheroes in the 31st Century, and the other being the brand new Green Lantern, Jessica Cruz. And I will say, between these two main characters, the movie is overall pretty enjoyable. I mean, if you like that Bruce Timm animated style, well, this is it. But do keep in mind that it is slightly different than what we are used to. I mean, they take that PG-13 rating and they do run with it a little bit more. Such as they do take this opportunity in this movie to show some blood. Like we get to see Superman bleed. That's, you know, that's a pretty cool sight. And from early on in the movie, they do drop, you know, a few little innocent curse words, but as soon as the third act rolls around, they're like, okay, we're just gonna go ahead and start throwing some more hardcore ones out there. And I never thought there would come a day where I would hear an F-bomb being dropped inside of a DC animated movie that is connected to the kids version that most of us grew up with. So that kind of threw me off for a loop, along with some of the other curse words. It's kind of unnecessary when I think about it. And I would be remiss if I didn't say that there were elements in this movie that kind of disappointed me. Like, it actually took me 2 watches to kind of form any real opinion on it, because the first time I did watch it and the movie ended, I was sort of in a way of not sure if I liked it, not sure if I hated it, not sure if I was just sort of in the middle ground. But after some time of thinking about it, I gotta remember that even though this looks like my Justice League cartoon series from the 2000s, that it is slightly different. And like I said, they really wanted to use that PG-13 rating. And when I came to the introduction of Jessica Cruz, I really liked it. I really liked following her story, which is why I was sort of a little disappointed that I didn't get to see a bit more of her in terms of her backstory. Like, I was kind of really hoping to see her actually getting the ring and becoming a Green Lantern. Because towards the end of the movie, where she gets over her fears and gets sort of supercharged up, I didn't feel like her issues were really resolved. I mean, they might not have been, but I kind of felt like maybe they were trying to say that it was. And I was sort of hoping when that moment came where she recited the oath, that it was going to be like this big orchestral moment where the music was going to swell up and she was just going to be all, Green Lantern's a light! But she was just very middle ground with it. But I'll say overall, I mean, she's a good addition to the Justice League. And the only other thing that really kind of bothered me about her design a little bit later was the Green Lantern symbol that appeared around her eye. Because the way it was drawn, it kind of covered sort of the sides of her eyes just a little bit. And I was thinking, like, I kind of wish they had actually like just drawn it on her face so that it's like on the same plane instead of kind of just slightly off and then just make it glow. I thought that would have been a little cooler, so it's not like blocking part of her eye. But that's just a minor nitpick. And I thought Starboy's story was also very well done. It's really interesting to see a character that's a paranoid schizophrenic that, you know, is a superhero in the future, but over the course of the movie, it's like he slowly is like jumbled around because it's been a while, you know, as far as the movie goes, that he's taken his medication. And you can really see the struggle of him just trying to keep his mind straight when it's just all over the place. And at the end, there really is a great heartfelt moment with him that actually got me just a little choked up and I thought was very well done. And then the end of the movie happens, which I'm not gonna spoil that portion of it for you, but I will say that it did leave, you know, some things to be desired because the movie just sort of fades to black and credits. Whereas in these superhero styled movies, I'm more used to a bit of a more upbeat, like, you know, seeing that like one shot of your main superhero focus of that movie and like all his or her glory, all golden and shiny, or dark and bleak, you know, if you're Batman. But to have the movie just sort of fade to black when I think it could have maybe at least given us a little bit more at the end was just a little disappointing on my part. But damn, I gotta just say though, it was still great to see all of my old favorite superheroes from the animated world with Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. Then you've got other newcomers, as I said, like Miss Martian. You've got Mr. Terrific. Though I kind of wanted to see the Flash a little bit. That was a little sad. At least Jon Stewart got a mention though. You know, he's off-world and fighting the Manhunters. That's pretty cool. It's really interesting. Damn, guys, how cool would it have been if actually maybe at the end or somewhere or in the middle, I don't know, there was actually maybe a scene with Jon Stewart actually talking to Jessica Cruz. Huh. That would have been fascinating. But in the end, I will say that I enjoyed the movie. You know, despite some minor nitpicks here and there, I thought that it was well done. It was fun. I was not disappointed with my purchase whatsoever, and I would actually like to see more of the DC animated movies done in the Bruce Timm style, because it's nice to have a continuation of that universe, I think. But damn, in the special features, that Batman Hush looks amazing. Yeah, dude, that Batman Hush is, I think that's gonna be a good one. But Justice League versus the Fatal Five, what did you think about it if you've seen it? Please definitely leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe for more content. Ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. And as always, you can look in the links in the description down below to get access to my Twitter, my Facebook, my Instagram, and much more. All right, everyone, take care. As always, stay geeky.